back. In our today's session, we are going to discuss about the 5 steps to plan, execute, optimize any campaign of digital marketing process. In our last session, we traveled through 30 years of digital marketing history. Today, we are switching gears from the historical to the practical session. We are going to learn the 5-step process that you can apply to any digital marketing challenge. Whether you are a student doing a project, or you are an entrepreneur launching a startup, or you are a brand manager at a large corporation, whoever may be, this digital marketing process will help you to shape and formulate any type of campaign. The beauty of this process is universally accepted, and it does not matter whether you're marketing a smartphone application, a restaurant, or you are an e-commerce fashion brand, or you are doing B2B software service, whoever may be, whatever may be the business you are doing it, this 5-step framework applies to all of you. Let us go through the steps one by one. The first step is the research. The second step is to create or set objectives. The third step to promote, drive traffic via digital channels. And the fourth is the analyze, that is monitoring the performance. The final one is optimizing, that is nothing but the fine tuning based on the data insights. Let me go through the process one by one first. You should remember what is the process of research. The 5-step model starts with the concept called research. What is research? Actually, searching again and again a particular concept, or again and again a particular matter, or it is investigating a particular topic. In this 5 steps process, we are starting the first process called the research. These 5 words, especially the research, the create, the promote, analyze, and optimize, these are all the very important mantras of any digital marketing campaigns. All the companies are following these things only. The 5 words form a continuous cycle, and not in a linear path that you may complete once and you have to move on again. The 5-step process is a loop, it is continuous in nature. After you optimize, you have to again go back to the research, again with the new data, with the new insights, and the better process, whatever you are doing it. Think of it as the heartbeat of your digital marketing function. It keeps pulsing constantly. Let me give you a quick analogy. Imagine you are a chef opening a new restaurant. First, you have to do the research, that's called a marketing research. What food do people in that particular area want, and what are all the competitors business which is already running in that locality, who are all your target customers, and then you should create your own menu or your own branding menu, which is very familiar in other places where you are running the restaurants in some of the other places. Or if you're starting a new place, you, whatever may be the recipe you're thinking it as your trademark, your brand, you have to show it to the customers as your restaurant identity. Here you can see in Trichy, there is one shop called some idli making shop. There the very key insight is that particular person is keeping 5 rupees as the idli. but he is keeping 25 to 30 varieties of chutney, and that was his landmark. Every day people can come and buy, and they can taste different types of chutney with 20 varieties. So this is what is landmark. So people will go there, identify it, and they will buy idli, and they will taste different types of these chutney varieties. There were another one more person. He is called as Idli King in Pondicherry. He will be making 100 varieties of idli, and he started going for a different type of food mela. These are all some of the identity of your restaurant. Just like that, you have to create your own identity. Then you promote. You get customers through the door. Then you analyze it. You are analyzing now which dishes are highly saleable and which are not saleable, and why are you some tables are always empty, or then when you optimize it, what are all the problems, the menu problems, or people coming and sitting in a posture where they may not be feel comfortable. Sometimes this is also one of the problem. That's what most of the hotels what they will do. Every 6 months or once they will change the ambience. They will change the colors, the paintings, the look of the hotel. Then only people feel very fresh. And every time when they are coming, they have to feel it something different. Then only they will come to your hotel. This is one of the secret strategy every hotel industry is following. Then the dishes which they like it and dishes which they do not like it, you should identify it and improve your decoration also, and train your staff better, so that the serving and the hospitality what they are doing it creates your CRM, customer relationships. Then also you have to start with the cycle again, begin as the market changes around you. If there is any changes, any new competitors, this again the research should continue. This is what exactly how the digital marketing works. So let's go deeper into the first step of the starting. We call it as the research, the foundation of everything. Before any campaign, collect all the information required for informed decision making. That is, I cannot overemphasize its importance because everybody knows it. I have countless marketing campaigns failed. Lot of examples I'm having it because the execution was poor. But then in certain areas, the executions were very good, and but the research was inadequate. Before you write a single piece of content, before you create a single ad, before you build a single landing page, you should do lots and lots of researches. Dive deeper into that. At this stage only you will be collecting all the informations from the retailers, from the wholesalers, from the dealers, from the jobbers, and different type of people. And this will give you a base for taking decision making in the subsequent steps. Think of research as a raw material for everything that follows. Poor research always create a weak foundation, and weak foundations cause buildings to fall. Therefore, four areas you must do the research is, first one is about the business, your own business and the competitor's business. What are your own objectives of that particular business? What resources do you have? What is your current content of a digital presence, and what has worked for historically? The second is your target customers. Who are they? Which locality they are all belongs to? Their segmentation. Where do they live? How old are they? And what do they care about? What problems do they face at your product? And what are all the problems of those customers your products are going to solve it? Which platform you're going to use it? Do they spend time on that particular platform, whether it is a Instagram or it is a Facebook or it is a Snapchat or a YouTube Shorts? Which content format do they prefer? You should find out that. And the third area is your product. What are all its features, and what are all the benefits of those particular products, where it is in its product life cycle, whether in the introduction stage or in the growth stage or in the maturity or in the decline stage or in the saturation stage. So where is it your products PLC will be, and what are all its price points, that how does it compare to the alternatives in the market? All these things you have to concentrate very carefully. And the fourth area of your research is the online competition. Now we are talking about the online competition, which is unknown always. So search for your competitors. You have to search for your competitors, analyze their websites, and look at their social media pages, read their reviews carefully. Use tools like SEMrush or similar web to understand their traffic and keywords. This competitive intelligence will inform your strategy at every step. So the tools what you are using only will help you to analyze the competitor site strength, their traffic strength, and their product strength. If it is offline, you can very well know that overall your competitors, it will be visible and people will come and tell to you. But in the case of online, it is your duty to do lots and lots of researches with the help of different type of tools. And those tools, research tools, include even Google Analytics for understanding your existing audience, and social listening tools are available like Bandwatch or mention for understanding conversations about your category, like SEMrush. I told you the for your competitor, and the keyword researchers from the Google Trends, and survey platforms like Google Forms or SurveyMonkey, or for direct customer researchers. Now, I'm having a question for you. If you were launching a new cloud kitchen, a brand which is specializing like Colapasi in the nearby area, where the office or the workers, what is the specific informations would you like to collect in each of the four research areas? You should find out, and give me the answer at the end of this session. So at least you have to think about it. What are all the possible analysis I have to do it in the market? How I can get the data? What are all the areas of the online competitions for this cloud kitchen? And how I am going to formulate my business model. Everything you have to plan in such a way that it should help you to start your own business. This is what the research process all about. Every point, what every data, what you are collecting, will give you the basic foundation for these social media and marketing digital media platforms. Before the four critical areas of your business, your target customers, your product to the market, and your online competition, you should also know about your USP, unique selling propositions, where your brand is going to be positioned, what is your existing digital asset budget, how much you want to spend it, and about your target people, the segmentation which I mentioned to you, the demographics, for whom you want to make a cloud kitchen. What are their online behaviors? Will they buy online? Are they capable of buying it online? And features and benefits of your cloud kitchen, or the products what you're going to produce, and the competition in the digital presence with the SEO rankings, with the social engagement content strategies. You have to find out. At last, you should also find out what all the other cloud kitchen based online business available, and social listening tools, and you have to collect data from the people already using the cloud kitchen, and what are the difficulties in that. This will fetch you lots and lots of knowledge in the field of research. Finally, in the stage one, we have to understand that the research is the raw material. Poor research tools leads to poor campaigns, no matter whatever may be the budget you are selling it. It will create huge loss even if you are not doing a proper research. Let me go to the second step. So let us create this step with a strategy, plan, and digital identity. The step two is nothing but the planning phase or the budgeting phase. And it has four subcomponents just like the research phase. Number one is setting up of the objectives. Number two, you have to build a strategy. Number three, creating a plan, action plan. And number four is building your digital identities. Let us start with the objectives first. Every campaign in the online digital media should have clearly defined with goals. What is their short-term goals? What is their long-term goals? What they want to fetch it, and what do you want to actually achieve? Whether you want to increase the website traffic, or you want to generate leads, or you want to drive online sales, or you want to build your brand awareness, or you want to grow your Instagram followers, or your objective will determine every decision you make. So which channel you have to use it, what content you have to create, how you have to measure your access, everything will be set in earlier. That is the primary stage of setting the objective. A useful framework for setting the objective is called as the SMART framework. What is a SMART framework? SMART framework means specific. S stands for specific, M is measurable, A is achievable, and R is relevant. The last T represents the time bound. That is, increasing the website traffic is not a SMART objective. That is, increasing the organic website traffic by 30% within 6 months through SEO content creation is the best example of the SMART objective. Just we are saying that increasing the traffic is not going to fetch you any benefits. Only people will be coming and going, clicking and going, that's all. Nothing will happen to you. But increasing the organic traffic and making the site visible, and it will be coming in the SEO search 30% within 6 months. The target period must be fixed, and that too with the SEO content should take your website and give it at first. This is what we call it as the SMART objective concept. Once you have your own objectives, you should build your strategy. The second sub content is the strategy building. The digital marketing strategy includes your positioning strategy, how you want to perceive in the digital space. It includes your branding strategy, your tone, your voice, your visual identity online. It also includes your content strategy. What kind of content you will create and for whom you are creating. And it includes your channel strategy also, which platform you want to prioritize first, and why you want to prioritize that particular platform. When you are fixing your strategy, you should answer to these type of questions: which platforms we are going to choose it, and why I'm prioritizing this particular platform, what is the reason why I am sticking on that, why I'm not selecting the other platforms. Then the planning action plan comes. A documented, detailed calendar of all your digital marketing activities with the time frame, with the budget, and the success metrics. Everything should be neatly arranged. Sometimes it should be in a soft copy, sometimes it may be in a calendar like structure. Certain organizations will put their action plans in printed sheets, and they will be pasting here and there in the organizations. So the action plan should cover the short term, medium term, as well as the long term activities. What the products are going to do, or what the brands are going to do with regard to digital marketing. Finally, the fourth element of step two is building your primary digital identity. Then the primary digital identity is either through your website or through your blog or through your apps. Think of all these your online office, your shop or a showroom. Before you start promoting anything, these destinations must be ready. Where you want to launch your website, how you are going to launch it, how your blog pages will be, how you want to facilitate the customers with your own apps, whether it is in the iOS or in the Play Store. It should be well designed, and it should be fast loading, and it should be mobile optimized. The views I told you in the beginning itself, whether it is the desktop laptop view or in the mobile view, and it should be built in a such a way to convert the visitors into customers. That is what the ultimate goal of all these planning action plan talks about. I always says that the promotion without a destination is just like inviting people to a party and then not having a venue for them. But your website is the venue. Make sure it is ready, fully available for them. Don't say always under repair or under work, 404 errors, server problems. You should not keep all those things in your platforms. You should be always ready. User friendly content should be there. User friendly navigations should be available in your website before even you print your invitations for your online shops. The concepts talks with the setting up of objectives. For that, you should be smart, building the strategy. That means the positioning, branding, content, channel strategies all come from research, and creating an action plan. All documents, all the activities should be documented with the timeline, the deadlines, and the channels, and their budgets and their milestone, what they want to achieve it. Then building up of the digital identity talks about the three primary digital identities like websites, the blogs, as well as the application. These are your online office. So the paperless office is going to function based on these. These are all we call it as the destination where the customers want to meet you, arrive at a particular site or at a particular blog or at a particular page or an app. They will contact you, they will order you, they will identify all your products. So for business selling through Amazon, Flipkart, a digital identity is optional but strongly recommended for credibility. These credibilities will help us to identify the strength of the company and the technicality of the people, those who are behind this strategy plan. Then the third step, we talked about the promotion. That promotion talks with channel mix. What is this promotion? Once your digital identities are built, like websites are built, you start driving relevant traffic to them. You have to attract the people towards your website. The word relevant is critical here. I use the word relevant traffic. What is the relevant traffic? Relevant traffic means you do not just want more visitors, because you want the right visitors. More visitors may be coming, just I told you. They may be just scrolling and going. Those people are not going to be your potential customers. We want right visitors to your website. People who are likely to be interested in what you are offering or what you are selling and likely to take the actions you want them to take it. So those type of promotion strategies are needed in the websites. There are two broad categories of promotions, as you're seeing in the slide. One is the organic promotions, that another one is the paid promotions. What is this organic promotion means? Which includes the SEO, content marketing, social media, which all contains only organic post. You are not appointing somebody to boost your traffic. And email to your existing list. That is also one of the organic promotion, and it is very slower to build and the credibility and create a stable organic traffic to your site, but it builds sustainable and credible traffic to your site. Paid promotion includes Google ads, social media advertising, display ads, and affiliated marketing. These things, if you are a newcomer to the online media, you can just popularize your sites just for popularizing. It is immediate but stops the moment you are stop paying. This is only for short term. The digital channels available to you includes search engines, both paid and organic, and social media platforms, display advertisement networks, e-commerce portals like Amazon, Flipkart's, email, messaging platforms like WhatsApp and SMS, and networks. Which channel you want to choose depends entirely on your research from the beginning. I told you in the first step. From the research, you have to identify which channel I should choose. If your target customer is 45 years old, then your business decision makers are in the LinkedIn, and email are the strongest channels for them. If your target audience are 20 years old, that is fashion brands, fashion enthusiast, you have to approach either Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok, wherever the youngsters are going, in shorts even sometimes. And when you are going to the next step, the fourth step and fifth step, analyze and optimize. What is this analyze and optimize talks about? Analyzing and optimizing is nothing but after promoting, you have to measure the performance. So, this is where many marketers fail down or fall down. They launch the campaigns and they do not properly analyze what happens to that campaign. Data without analysis is just a noise. That is what the statement given in the digital media platforms. You must look at your own data systematically, try to understand what it is telling you, and try to give it to some analyst, and they will give you what is the data all about. So the industry standard tool for website analytics is Google Analytics. It will tell you your essential things. Who are all the people visited your site, and the audience sections, what category they belongs to, how they found you, whether through clickable ads or through social media pages or through web links. They will tell you the blogs, backlinks, what they did on your site, whether they stayed or just clicked and went off. The behavior section will be notified by them, and whether they took the action you wanted, or whether there is a possibility of conversion or not. Everything can be identified with the help of the metrics. The Google Analytics is the best example for that. Beyond all these Google Analytics, you have a platforms which is all showing the scientific analytics, Facebook, Instagram have their own insights dashboards, and email platforms provide even open rates, click rates, conversion data, etc. So Google Ads shows impressions, clicks, cost per conversion, everything. But good marketers check all these dashboards regularly, almost daily, for their active campaigns, at least weekly for ongoing activities. And the key metrics you track will depend on your objectives. For awareness campaigns, you track only the impressions or the reach. For consideration campaigns, you track clicks and on-time pages. For conversion campaigns, you track leads, purchases, and cost per acquisition.